Hi all, welcome back to the Truth Seekers channel. Today part 6 of the Book of Enoch and chapter 14. This book is the word of righteousness and of reproof for the watchers who are from eternity, as the Holy and Great One commanded in that vision. I saw in my sleep what I will now tell, with the tongue of flesh and with my breath, which the Great One has given me in the mouth, so that they might speak with it and understand with the heart. As he has created and appointed men to understand the word of knowledge, so he created and appointed me to reprove the watchers, the sons of heaven. And I wrote out your petition, but in my vision thus it appeared that your petition would not be granted to you. For all the days of eternity and complete judgment has been decreed against you, and you will not have peace. And from now on you will not ascend into heaven for all eternity, and it has been decreed that you will be bound on earth for all the days of eternity. And before this you will have seen the destruction of your beloved sons, and you will not be able to enjoy them, but they will fall before you by the sword. And your petition will not be granted in respect of them or in respect of yourselves. And while you weep and supplicate, you do not speak a single word from the writings which I have written. And the vision appeared to me as follows. Behold, clouds called me in the vision, and mist called me, and the path of the stars and flashes of lightning hastened me and drove me. And in the vision winds caused me to fly and hastened me, and lifted me up into the sky. And I proceeded until I came near a wall, which was made of hailstones. And a tongue of fire surrounded it, and it began to make me afraid. And I went into the tongue of fire, and came near to a large house, which was built of hailstones. And the wall of that house was like a mosaic of hailstones, and its floor was snow. Its roof was like the path of the stars and flashes of lightning, and among them was fiery cherubim, and their sky was like water, fiery cherubim. And there was a fire burning around its wall, and its door was ablaze with fire. And I went into that house, and it was as hot as fire and as cold as snow. And there was neither pleasure nor life in it. Fear covered me, and trembling took hold of me. And as I was shaking and trembling, I fell on my face. And I saw in the vision, and behold, another house which was larger than the former, and all its doors were open before me, and it was built of a tongue of fire. And in everything so it excelled in glory and splendor and size, so that I am unable to describe to you its glory and its size. And its floor was fire, and above lightning, and the path of the stars, and its roof also was a burning fire. And I looked, and I saw in it a high throne, and its appearance was like ice, and its surrounds like the shining sun and the sound of cherubim. And from underneath the high throne were flowed out rivers of fire, so that it was impossible to look at it. And he who is great in glory sat upon it, and his raiment was brighter than the sun and whiter than any snow. And no angel could enter, and at the appearance of the face of him who is honored and praised, no creature flesh could look. A sea of fire burnt around him, and a great fire stood in front of him, and none of those around him came near him. 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him, but he needed no holy counsel. And the holy ones who were near to him did not leave by night or day, and did not depart from him. And until then I had a covering on my face as I trembled, and the Lord called me with his own mouth and said to me, "Come here, Enoch, to my holy word." And he lifted me up and brought me near to the door, and I looked with my face down. Thank you for watching. That was chapter 14. Next episode will be chapter 15. Subscribe to the channel.